What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. Belarus here. It is so good to be back. Welcome back to my series on people who made 2020 really awesome for me. Particularly because I made a major decision this year to quit my radio job, and I went on to do I have gone on to do freelancing, and I've also continued heading content at Tech City, which of course I've been doing for the past 8 years. So on my channel today, I want to share with you someone who has been very inspiring to me in a myriad of ways. I did not know this woman before. When I got to find out about her, I figured out that she's a very well decorated Black woman in this world. And let me start from how I got to find out about her. Someone sent me a message a while ago. I can't remember who it was now. And the person said, Bella, check out a show on Netflix. It's called Sweet Magnolias. I think you will like it. I said, okay. I don't remember if I went on to check out the show at the time the person said to check it out. But I remember that one day, randomly, I just got on Netflix when I was still watching Netflix. I'll come to that later. And I just saw Sweet Magnolias and I thought, oh, this is that show that somebody said I should watch. Let me check it out. And when I started watching the show, I basically could not stop because of this one woman. Her name is Headley Musso. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. She's an actor, she's a singer, she's a thespian, and she's awesome, y'all. This woman also she's from, I think, Trinidad and Tobago, right? She's Black and she's married to a white man. I think the man is from maybe South America, also I'm not sure, but he's Caucasian, and it's a beautiful thing. From you guys know how much I love interracial and intertribal marriages, don't ya? And if you didn't see my previous video, I would just say in one sentence or so why I love them. I feel like it is also a way to just show love to people around you when you do not discriminate against them because of the color of their skin and the tribe that they are from, because these two things are things that you cannot decide before you come on earth. They're predestined. So she's married to a white man. They have about 3 kids. And when I found out about Headley, I finished watching Sweet Magnolias, the season 1. I think there's going to be a season 2. I think that's going to happen in 2021, and I'm really looking forward to it because I love Headley so much, and I think her character stood out for me, not only because she's Black, but I think because she acted her role very well, and I just thought she looked so pretty. I liked how they dressed her in the show. She's a lawyer in Sweet Magnolias, one of 3 friends, and yeah, she has a very interesting story. And I think because of her, I don't want to give you any spoilers on the show, but she's a single woman on the show, and because of how she was able to she has a very beautiful carriage, I thought, let me check out what this woman's actual life is like. And that was when I realized that she's actually married and has 3 kids and is very successful. This woman has won a Grammy Award. She has won a Tony Award for her stage stuff and other multiple awards. What's also very interesting is when I went and searched for her, I realized that I knew one of the songs that she did back in the day. I wish I did it. I think that's her song. And I was like, this is the woman. I think maybe the same week or the week after, I had a conversation with Motolani of Pulse, and because I'm the kind of person who when I find out about people, when I just discover someone new, when I'm obsessing over them and I'm watching everything I can lay my eyes on about them, I just want to tell everyone about them. So I was having a chat with Motolani and I was like, Headley, she's so this. It's like, yeah. And then we had a full-on conversation about how really talented she is. And yet again, you guys, this woman is an actor. She's been on stage. You guys know that these things are up my alley. And also, she has been compared not once, not twice, not 3 times, but multiple times with Whitney Houston. If you hear this woman's voice, you guys, goodness gracious, I watched a video where she, I think, sang the American national anthem. It was so beautiful. She also sang I Will Always Love You. I will put a link to her own rendition in the description box below. And I was like, some people can sing in this life. Oh, she is so talented, you guys. I love her. Now, I followed her on Twitter or Facebook. and on Instagram. What's interesting is she's actually, I think she's more active on Facebook and on Instagram than she's on Twitter. So once in a while when I get on Facebook, I see her post, so I just go check. And I'm just like, ugh, dreamy. I love me some Heather Headley more. So she talks very fondly about her mother-in-law. I noticed that. There was a time she posted something, I think on her Facebook and her Instagram, where she said she was walking in her mother-in-law's garden and she saw a signpost of a Bible verse. And I thought that was so profound. For me, it's like, and you guys know, I love family people that are family oriented. Bring them on, please, dear. When I observed that, I thought to myself, this is beautiful. This is the kind of relationship that every woman should hope to have with her mother-in-law, where I don't know if it's that they live close or if it's that they visit a lot, but she talks about the woman very fondly, and I'm here for it. Also, I have watched as many interviews as I can about Heather Headley. In one of the interviews that I watched about her, she talked about how her church choir, she's also very vocal about her faith. She's vocal about her faith a lot. That's wrong English. She's very vocal about her faith, and she talked about how her church, when she went and wanted to join their choir, they kind of like auditioned her, not her exact words, but for me that was a lesson in humility, because this is a Grammy Award winner, a Tony Award winner. Do you know what Tony Awards are? They are very highly coveted, and the fact that she was able to talk about it in the context of it was an honor for her to be considered to join their choir. I'm like, bro, I just loved it. Her husband is a silent supporter. When I say silent supporter, I don't mean like he's not. So he's not on social media as far as I know. I searched for the guy. I did not see him, but I watched a few. I was able to find some videos. He used to be a sportsman until he kind of gave up that life, and he's not like a full family man who is so supportive of his wife. So when I say a silent supporter, he's not in the forefront of like where it's all happening, like taking pictures and all of those things. No, he's just doing that in the background. And she also talks very fondly about her husband, and she's talked about how a number of times he has told her that there was a show that she did where she replaced Jennifer Hudson. You guys, do you know how good someone has to be to replace Jennifer Hudson, bro? And this woman is like in her, I think her 50s or so, or her like late 40s. She's so gifted. So anyway, I think it's the color purple that it was, and she said her husband was the one who told her to try out for it. Hey, I love it. I absolutely love it. For me, it makes me realize that there are men who are actually very, very comfortable with their wives being incredibly successful. There are men who are very okay with saying, you know what, go ahead. If you've taken some time for family or whatever, it is okay for you to take time out to build your career, or we can even do it together where I can stay home and take care of the children. You go do what you have to do, come back when you can and take over from where I leave off. I think it is incredibly beautiful. It's so beautiful to hear about men who are doing these things. And, again, like I said, it's not like they are put on high pedestals to be celebrated, but I choose to celebrate men like that. God bless you. And I hope that there are younger men who are learning these things from you, who can also support their wives and just be rooting for them and be their hype men. Yeah, so because I have searched a lot on YouTube, I've searched for him, and I didn't see that much content, but I saw a few. That's how I knew. Okay, no, and then even when you check for their pictures, of course you see that I think their wedding pictures and all. Gosh, it was their wedding pictures are very interesting. Like they were very young and everything, but it's beautiful. It is so beautiful. You guys have no idea what I feel when I see a black man and a white woman, or a white man and a black woman getting married, or somebody from a completely different tribe, like maybe a girl who is Edo, for instance, or like Yoruba getting married to someone from a different tribe and wearing their attire. I'm just like, this is beautiful. This is love, and I don't even mean like spousal love or anything like that, but just like love. Right. So Heather Headley is also someone who does really beautiful videos on her Instagram, singing beautiful songs, whether they are covers or whatever. She posts that, and I've told my sister about her. My sister has checked her out and has been like, Bella, I've been seeing you all over this man's comment section. What was your own? I'm like, but I love her. And I've also told like people who are very close to me to check out the show on Netflix. Now, to why I said when I was still watching Netflix, I'm in my own part of the world, in my small corner of the world, sort of boycotting Netflix, because there are lots of content that are on there right now that are just blasphemous, and I'm just like, this is tiring. So again, it was something that did not start out very deliberately. My subscription ended and I was like, oh, I'm going to pay. And then I started seeing some very interesting things on social media, and I was like, you know what, how about I hold off on that payment? But there's still really cool shows on there. It's just sometimes you wonder, why are they promoting some over some others? I don't have the answers, but I just thought to address that in case you were wondering why I made that statement at the start of this video. So Heather Headley Mosso is my other person of the year. I have followed her. I discovered her this year, and honestly, I have been so inspired by her. She's doing so many things. She has time for her children. She has an incredible sense of humor. When her captions, I read her captions. You know how sometimes you see pictures and you just double tap and you leave. No, this woman, I read her captions. They are so funny, because she also addresses like motherhood and just her life as a wife as well, and her faith. She's like super vocal about her faith. And as I finished this video, one time she was asked about, I can't remember the question she was asked, and she talked about how people see her through a spectacle. There is a filter people already see her through, which is like her faith. So definitely it impacts on certain things that she does, and I'm like, whoosh, brilliant. You know what I mean? She's a fantastic actor. Again, I think that I need to also mention that there are certain roles that she has acted that I perhaps would have felt like, yikes. But it doesn't take away from her gift and her talent and just her brilliance as an actor. So I just thought to mention that as well, in case anyone was thinking, Bella, did you see one that she did? I most likely did, and I was like, okay, I will skip this one. But I love her a lot. She's beautiful, she's talented. Gosh, she's talented. And I follow her everywhere on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Facebook always makes me laugh, because I'm not that active on Facebook, but for me to follow somebody on Facebook, that should give you an idea of how much I love them. So yes, she's another person that I'm totally loving, and I think you should also follow. Check out the show Sweet Magnolias and let me know what you think about it. And if you've seen it before, what do you think about it? Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel and let me know who you are feeling as well in the comments below, and why you like them or why you followed them, maybe even specifically in 2020. Bye.